Hi guys, welcome back to another video. What I'm going to do here is kind of like a mini series on locos, ones that I've got, that when I fancy having a little bit of a running session, I'm just going to put them on this little turntable and explain a little bit of history. I'm learning as I'm going, so me doing this is going to help me learn a little bit more about the locos, and also hopefully help you know a little bit about the locos too. I'm sure there's loads you can tell me. But I just thought it'd be a bit interesting, because you're never going to see these because they're fixed. So unless I actually run them in a little bit of a running session, you're probably not going to know. Not that I've got them, but that I've got them to show you, if that makes sense. So you can see what they're like going around the track. Now this one here is made by Graham Farish. It is lovely, and I'm looking here. There doesn't seem to be a coupling on the front. I think that's pretty standard. There's one on the back. From what I've learned, you can pretty much make anything DCC. It's just you need to know how. So even these old pool type locos, which run really quite well, can be converted to DCC. There's loads of room in the tenders on them. Now, the Flying Scotsman itself, in real life, 60103, that number that it was given to this Flying Scotsman at its time. Now, this colour is BR Brunswick Green, and this loco, the Flying Scotsman, went to this colour. From what I can see, it went to this colour in 1993, and also the chimney there went to a double chimney, and they call these German style smoke deflectors on the side, so smoke deflectors, I guess, and it's fascinating. So the shape effectively is very similar to today's, but the livery has changed. So you'll see the emblem here on the rear of the tender next time you see it, because I saw it not that long ago, running up and down, literally like a heritage run, if you like, and I think it was slightly different. Now this class of loco, it's a 462 wheel arrangement. So the bogey's got 4 wheels, the drive wheels, if you like, have got 6 wheels, and then there's a bogey just under the cab there that's got 2 wheels, so 462 in wheel sets. This loco, the iconic Flying Scotsman, was made in 1923 at Doncaster Works. Now, this was the third, so this is, I say class 462, but it's actually a class A1 locomotive with the 462 wheel configuration. Now, when they made this up at Doncaster, this was the third of 51 class A1 locos that they made, and it's a Nigel Greasley design. He's becoming quite a bit of a legend in my books now. I'm starting to learn more of him as I go. And really the only other bit of information that I've found, and there's absolutely loads of information. I'll put a link up in the comments there of a Wikipedia link, because this is where I'm getting my knowledge from. From what I can see, Mr. McAlpine had this loco for when they toured the US with the Scotsman. When it came back to the UK in 1989, I do believe he sold it to pay the mortgage for the loco, and effectively then kind of did some sort of partnership thing with Pete Waterman. So he sold it to Pete Waterman, I think, and then they went into sort of business together. And I think, what's it called? It's like the Scotsman Railways. It was a business they set up, and then Pete Waterman there was in charge of the business side of the partnership that they had, which is interesting. So I didn't realise Pete Waterman was like that involved with trains. I knew he liked his trains, but I didn't realise it was actually in partnership with Mr. McAlpine, sort of thing. That's quite cool. That's a very big bit of history, that. And it's just very cool. I do believe the loco nowadays is residing at the National Railway Museum up in York. But that's about all the information I've got for you. There's absolutely tons of it. Now, again, the colour, this Brunswick green, is different. I think, this is just me going off the top of my head, I think the original iconic one that you see like in Hornby sets was like the apple green, I want to say. It was definitely a light shade of green, and then it didn't have the smoke deflectors, and I'm pretty sure it had a single chimney, and bits and bobs were different. So when I saw this as a non-runner, and I originally bought it, I didn't see it and think, oh, there's a Flying Scotsman. I had no idea this was a Flying Scotsman until I read the description. It said Flying Scotsman. I was like, oh, no, fair enough, that's quite neat. So you could effectively in N-Gage collect all the different variants they did, and there's quite a few. So the Flying Scotsman aficionados out there, fair play to you. Like that's a lot to keep up with all the changes that it's had over the years. And I don't know a terrible amount about the loco, but like I say, I'm learning, and I could really appreciate it. It falls right in there with all the other iconic locos I know of, and then some, to be honest with you. So enough of me gibbering on. We're just going to do a bit of a short running session. Now, I've got 4 maroon coaches, which I think I will have to check the length of them versus what they were in real life, but I think I got the longer coaches, which is what it typically pulled. But I've only got 4 of them. So let's go over to the track, and you can see what I'll do is I'll show you a crawl, then we'll have a bit of a cruise. So here's the crawl. I don't go any slower